Welcome everyone, thank you so much for joining in. So today in this video I'm actually going to show you a very interesting scenario unfolding right now with Bitcoin and also Ethereum. So before I dive into the content guys, I would also really appreciate if you take 2 seconds of your time and smash the like button, and also if you're watching this for the first time, definitely hit the subscribe button and the bell. So now what we are going to do is we are going to start our analysis by looking at the price action in a 4-hour time frame. So if we look at the price structure here of Bitcoin in a 4-hour time frame, we have already talked about this price structure here. I told you guys this price structure, what we are witnessing, looks like Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase. So according to this Wyckoff reaccumulation phase, we have 2 scenarios to look for. One here is reaccumulation with spring action, and another one was reaccumulation after shakeout. So reaccumulation after shakeout tends to move in this manner, right? The price tends to consolidate, in a range bound market, and then start slowly moving in an upper direction. And the other one here, the reaccumulation with spring action, actually includes the move like this here. Stop hunt, liquidating all the longs, and then price again continue its journey in an upper direction. These are 2 scenarios looking at Bitcoin price action right now. And many also ask, hey Anup, what are your downward price target if the trend is going to continue from here on? Because if this is going to be a Wyckoff reaccumulation with this shakeout, this example, as I've already said you guys, my eyes will be around this 29,000 price level. And why 29,000 price level guys is because, let me give you a short example why I'm actually talking about this 29,000. This horizontal line actually represents the monthly candle close level. So for each and every month, the final day of the month, you can see where did the candle actually close or where the candle actually opened. You can see, for example, in our case was 31st of December, the candle closed exactly around 29,000. So that's why we were actually looking at this 29,000 as a very strong support, because in the past Bitcoin price action, this monthly candle close, monthly candle open label has played a very important role. You can see here, for example, the 31st of March, the candle closed over 6,000 area. So when we were in an uptrend, the price came back to retest this monthly candle open or monthly candle close level and then started moving in an upper direction. Here as well, you can see exactly after reaching the monthly candle open level, we found a support and started moving in an upper direction, right? You can see this is a very strong support. That's why I say to you guys, if this is going to play out as a creek, right? The shakeout type of scenario, this one here, then there is a possibility of price to retest this in a coming days like this here, right? And then start moving in an upper direction. This is one target to the downside, is 29,000, what I was talking about. And if this is going to play out as a spring here, then I told you guys to be careful. Why? Because in a spring, the price here could also come across this lower line area around 27,200, 27,100, and then head in an upper direction like this here. Because around this 27,200 we have this CPI line. You can see here, right? This CPI line, you can see the top CPI line is also exactly around this 27,000 price level. So that's why if this is going to turn out as a spring action, this reaccumulation with spring action, then there could be a movement like this here, and then all of a sudden the stop hunt, price coming around this monthly CPI level and then moving in an upper direction like this here. And this target here to the downside is going to be around 27,000. So if you would also say like, hey, I want to know what is happening inside this here. If you have watched my videos since early days, this price structure here, this 1, 2, 3 reversal type of scenario, I've talked plenty of time in my video, and you will see this kind of scenario unfolding again and again inside this price structure of Bitcoin, because this scenario has been a great help for me. So if you could recognize this kind of price movement, then it's definitely going to be a great help for you as well. So what we can also do here is we can use this descending channel to pinpoint some area of support and resistance, because we want to know what is actually happening here. And this descending channel is actually pointing out right now this movement here to the upside. Looks like we are going towards the upper line area of this descending channel. And why is that so important is because if we look at this scenario here, you can see another 1, 2, 3 type of scenarios unfolding. So for us right now, if you break out of this upper line of the descending channel, then the upper target would be from the neckline always to the bottom area, right? So if this is going to be somewhere around here, let's take the candle close area, right? If that is going to happen, then the upper target for me right now would be around 35,500 price level. And also right now, the shortest target would be around 34,200 price level. And now, most important thing guys, what is actually happening with Ethereum? Because Ether right now looks very interesting. Let me show you this here. And before I switch chart, I just want to make you guys aware that $620 bonus is still available right now if you use my Bybit ref link here, because right now Bybit is offering a very nice offer. This bonus structure you can see here, if you deposit 0.01 Bitcoin, you are eligible to claim this $115 bonus, or let's say 0.05 Bitcoin, then you are eligible to claim this $150 bonus, or 1.5 Bitcoin, then you are eligible to claim this free money $600, which is completely free. So what you can do is, after claiming your bonus, you can withdraw your initial deposit. I mean, if you have deposited 1.5 Bitcoin to claim the $600 bonus, you can actually withdraw this 1.5 and just play with this 600 money, which is completely free. So even if the trend is going to go against you, you are not losing your actual deposit. This here was a free money. So why not to give it a try, guys? So now let's switch the chart. So guys, now if we look here on the left hand side, this is Bitcoin USD in a 4-hour time frame, and on the right hand side, this is Ethereum USD in a 4-hour time frame. So what I'm actually trying to show you here again is that when Bitcoin had this all-time high breakout, you can see Bitcoin had this all-time high breakout, we saw this price pullback. Price didn't have an upper momentum, and then we saw this price correction to the downside. But if you look at this current scenario, what is also unfolding right now with Ether, guys, this scenario here looks very, very interesting, because right now, if you look at this price structure of Ether and also this Bitcoin, when we broke this all-time high, this is flashing a very, very bullish scenario upcoming for Ethereum price action. Bitcoin broke this all-time high, saw this price correction. But if you look at this price structure in this manner, using this rising trend line, or you can also use this trend line here to the upside, calling this a ascending triangle. And this ascending triangle, look at this, support, resistance, right? But once we were able to break this upper line area, the price of Bitcoin went completely parabolic. So right now, if you look at this Ether price action here on the right hand side, guys, this is a very, very interesting scenario, because right now what we are witnessing is also a similar type of price structure. This here is actually flashing a very interesting scenario for Ethereum, because right now Ether is forming another similar type of price scenario, because you can see after breaking the all-time high, we saw a price pullback just like with Bitcoin, and this price movement is also pretty similar to the all-time high scenario here for Bitcoin. So what I'm actually trying to say is that if we are now going to break this all-time high again, then this could be a very, very parabolic move for Ether after that. But not just only because of this fractal, I'm also going to show you a very good reason why. So now, if we look at this price action of Ether USD in a 4-hour time frame, and if you watched my video from yesterday, you know we talked about this price movement. I told you guys, since we were finding rejection at this key level here around 1250, 1260 level, we have to break above this upper line area and also find support at this key level of 1250. And if that's going to happen, then price is going to hit in a upper direction. But any sort of rejection could lead us to a pullback scenario around this 1140. But you can see price of Ether was able to break above this upper line of the descending broadening wedge, and now this line here, this trend line where we are finding some rejection around 1350, after breaking this could turn the price of Ether very, very parabolic, because right now if this is going to unfold as a descending broadening wedge, the target here to the upside would be price movement around 1200 from this neckline area, right? So this is where we actually started breaking it. So 1600 would be my upward target if this is going to play out as a descending broadening wedge scenario. But altogether, Ether price does look very, very bullish, because not only just in smaller time frame, also if you look this in a bigger time frame, you can see here double bottom type of scenario, right? It's a double bottom type of scenario. But what is very important at this current stage is where we are heading right now, because if you look at this in a weekly time frame, this price structure, this key level where we are approaching, guys, this is very, very important level of resistance, or temporary resistance, I would like to say, because if we are able to break above it, above this 1420, 1450 level for proper support, this is going to turn the price also in a bigger time frame completely parabolic. Because if you look at this Livermore's pivotal point theory, guys, according to him, breaking the previous temporary resistance line is a buy signal. And right now what we are witnessing is we are approaching the previous temporary line. So if we are able to find proper support above this 1410, 1420 price level, this could be another buy opportunity for Ether in a bigger time frame, because according to him, that would be a very nice movement in an upper direction. Because if we look at this Bitcoin chart, you can see in a monthly time frame, this was the previous high. So you can see when we were able to break the previous high structure, the price went completely parabolic. If you look at this properly, you can see this is around 114% price surge. So if this is also going to happen with Ether price, guys, then right now this bigger time frame for Ether does actually looks very, very bullish, right? And also now what we are going to do is we are going to look this Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So if we look at this Ether Bitcoin chart, and if you remember, I told you guys what kind of scenario I was actually looking here. If the Ether Bitcoin chart is able to break out of this longer term consolidation phase, this longer term consolidation inside this parallel channel, which has previously acted as a very, very strong resistance. You can see here, this upper line acted as a resistance, right? Upper line acted as a resistance. So right now we are approaching this upper line area again. And if we are able to find support above this 0.040 level or sets, then this could actually indicate a very, very massive move for this Ether Bitcoin chart, because not only just breaking this upper line of this previous resistance line could be a sign of a bullish scenario, but also I told you guys this inverse head and shoulder scenario would also play out parallelly, because since we have already now approaching the neckline area, breaking this 0.040 level is going to be a sign that we have broken out of this neckline of this inverse head and shoulder, and also this upper line of this longer term consolidation parallel channel, right? So this is a very, very interesting scenario. And what I can actually also do to make this even more like interesting, guys, is to add this trend line right now. If you look at this price movement here, right, this is actually a very, very interesting scenario right now looking at this Ether Bitcoin chart, because Ether Bitcoin chart looks very, very bullish at this current stage for me, because you can see here this price movement here looks like it is actually forming this cylinder here, right? The cylinder type of movement. And why I'm actually calling this a cylinder type of movement is because this here could be a turning out as a accumulation cylinder with widening mouth. So if you look at this price structure here of Ether Bitcoin, this here could be an accumulation cylinder, not just only the movement here what I showed you with the previous example, but this could also turn out now that this Ether Bitcoin chart is living for this 0.8, 0.9 and 0.10 area. So if that's going to happen, right, then now we could be moving in this manner for this Ether Bitcoin chart, because according to my previous example, since the price of Ether Bitcoin chart has already broken off this important key level of 0.40 level, if we are going to find support above that level, then this could be also turning out as a Livermore speculative chart, just like this example here as well. So guys, this is what I actually wanted to share with you in today's video. I hope this video was helpful enough. I hope this video was educational enough. So if that's the case, then hit the like button, and also if you're watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.